Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Red Rig. A couple of you asked for a rig rundown, so I just thought I'd go through my FJ and show you what I've modified it to be like. Okay, starting with the front of the car, just an ARB deluxe bar, I believe they're called, just a hoop bar. Running, I just put these on recently. These are Steady Evo X 9.5 inch spotties. Pretty impressive. At the top there, I think it's a 42-inch light bar. It's an old one. I can't remember the brand, but it's been on there for ages. I just thought I had to make my own mounts at the top there, to sort of make it fit the roof rack. My UHF I got here. That's a older UHF radio, but I've replaced the antenna. That's a 2.1 dB antenna, just a heavy duty one. The bonnet deflector is just genuine Toyota. I just painted it black. I have sort of blacked out the FJ, so I got the grill painted, and I got this also Toyota similar painted red to match the car. What is the car? The car is a 2012 FJ Cruiser. They didn't have any, I guess, options when you bought the FJ Cruiser. They just come in one model, and there's no GXL or anything like that. Just there's only one model. The only option is there were about 6 or 7 different colors. So I got the red. I can't remember the factory name. I forgot the factory name of the red. But the only reason I got red is because I didn't like the white roof. So for me, the options were red or white. So that's why I got the red. The paint itself's been fine. The car is always garage, so I've never had any problems with the red fading, because red can fade. Moving down, these fog lights here. These, like I said, they came with the ARB deluxe bar, but the original fog lights end up filling up with water. So I just changed them out for steady ones. So they're just steady. They're all sort of wired on myself. The winch is brand new. I just put that in. It originally had a worn 9,000 pound in there, but now I've run a carbon off-road winch in there, 12,000 pound, just their sort of standard model. A lot happier with it. The reason I changed the winch is when I rolled the trailer on my Cape York trip. When I was winching the trailer back onto its wheels, I found if I took my finger off the drive button, the winch was coming unrolled. So I think the brake pack was gone. It was an old winch. It was like 10 years old. So I think it was time to replace it. So yeah, brand new carbon off-road 12,000 pound winch in there. The lights, they're like candles, the FJ Cruiser lights. They're pretty shocking, the standard lights. So I've just done a steady headlight upgrade for them. All right, guys, moving on to wheels, tires, and suspension. I'm running Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs. I'm really happy with these. I had BF Goodrich KO2s before, and a lot of them, when I went off-roading, I've had it 3 times, I kept on getting like mud or bark inside the bead in the tyre here. On a few different occasions. On one occasion, I actually pushed the tyre off the rim. So these Mickeys are a lot stronger, a lot better. Never had that problem with these, with the low tyre pressures with them. So there are 285 by 70/17. I'm running Crawler 17 by 9 plus 12 offset. It's just within the standard flares they use out there, like the big offset sticking outside the flare. But yeah, really happy with these tyres. They've been great. They look great in the car park, which is always good. But not too noisy on the road, and still grippy as well. Moving to suspension. So the car itself has had a GVM upgrade. I'm running Dobson IMS shocks and coils. Dobson fully billeted aluminium upper control arms. I got the lower control arms replaced when the GVM upgrade was done because just the bottom pins were seized, so it was just easier to replace the lower control arms. So it's got, I think it is road safe lower control arms, fully billet Dobson aluminium up control arms, Dobson iMesh shocks, and the coils. The GVM upgrade's only it's just a 10% upgrade. It just gives me enough with all the accessories I've got on the car and the trailer. Moving on to roof rack. It's just a Rhino rack. I forget the exact model, but yeah, it's just got the two sort of sides on it. It's not completely flat. Come in handy when I didn't have a trailer and I could sort of tie a lot of the tents and that to it. It's a bit annoying now. Now I run the trailer, so you just got to sort of find the gaps in between when you mount your awnings. So just a Drifter 270 awning. We got that because it's only 16 kilos, nice and light. Don't want that sort of weight at the top. Safari snorkel. Just got that fitted through ARB when I first got the car. Has never leaked, been good. These rock rails, they were just standard Toyota aluminium ones, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they've been fine. Haven't any dramas with them. I have got the FJ black out, as I mentioned before. That's why all this is satin black. This is satin black. It sort of gives it rid of that granddad look, makes it look a bit cooler. Okay, moving to the back of the car. I got a Kmart rear bar. The only reason I got that was I killed the standard Toyota one when I did my first Cape York trip. Well, I didn't kill it, but I just sort of damaged the bottom of it. So it just made sense to, rather than replace it with a genuine one, to put a steel one on there. It does add a bit of weight to the FJ, so just be careful of that with your GVM. Make sure you measure all your stuff. The drawers, just drifter drawers in the back. They've been great. I've had them in and out heaps of times. They're really strong. Never sort of move or anything like that. Customize them however you want. It's got a long range fuel tank underneath. So I've got, I think it's a 76 standard Toyota one, and then a 84 auxiliary long ranger from ARB. Got that fitted when I first got the vehicle. Basically, the I think from the FJs from 2013 upwards had the bigger fuel tanks, but 2012 and under, like 11 and 12, they only had the standard fuel tanks. It was almost like the FJ Cruiser's Achilles heel. So that short fuel range. So fuel range is probably about 15 litres per 100. Just with the FJ with all the extra weight it's carrying. When we're towing, the best I got recently was 18 per 100. And probably the worst, if we sort of give it a bit, sort of sitting in like 110, maybe 120, was 20 litres per 100. Cargo barriers, just a K-on one. This little rear table here is pretty cool. It sort of just folds out like so. It's good when we didn't have the camper trailer. We still use it though, even though we still have the camper trailer. But yeah, that's a K-on little table. It just fits in there. Comes in handy. Doesn't rattle around when you drive, which is pretty cool. I'll just show you when I close the door here. See, it just sort of rubs on the bottom there. So just keep that in mind if you're choosing your bar. With a Kmart bar, it just sort of fits. Moving on to interior. That's how we usually have it set up. Got Amber and a little baby seat and the dog bed in the back. The interior has had an upgrade. I got that from Trim FX on the Gold Coast. So they just replace the covers for you. So what I found was this, let's say with a standard interior, this section here, just the stitching sort of went on it and just was all ratty. Just 12 years old, sort of been off road and had me sitting there with muddy feet, muddy shorts on. So I think it was about $4,000, I think, to upgrade the whole interior to leather. You can choose what color stitching you want. It just made sense to have it red. Moving through here, It's a 2012 model. So you got the standard rear locker here, A-track. It's like, yeah, sort of all around on front locker sort of thing. Yeah, just certain things just got these sort of small gear levers change out. They're nice and easy. But yeah, pretty standard in here, I think, except for the interior. I like to keep it nice and sort of pretty basic. Also, all the FJs run vinyl. They're nice and easy to clean out. I'll put some footage up of me cleaning it out. I sort of have it gutted within half an hour of the car, or an hour sort of thing. I've done it that many times. They're real simple, the interior of the FJs. So if you get water inside, it's not the end of the world. Under the bonnet, pretty standard, or sort of standard, I guess, when it comes to engine mods. It's the 1GRFE, so 4-litre V6 petrol. Running Amron start and secondary battery. I did have an Optima in there, yellow top Optima. I wasn't really happy with the performance of it. So when that sort of died, I put Amrons in there, and they've been great. I'll probably run them again. The exhaust system is I got a full Bow Desert exhaust system from extractors all the way back. To be honest, I'm not really too happy with Bow Desert. I had to replace one section of the exhaust after only 2 years of use. They did warrant it, replace it, but yeah, the flex joint on the exhaust just started leaking, and the car became really loud. And with the extractors, because they replaced the standard catalytic converters, they replace them with high flow cats. It just gives me engine alarms all the time now. I've got a little scan tool there where I can clear it, but yeah, they advertise themselves as high quality, and I haven't really experienced that in my experience. So yeah, a bit disappointed with the Bow Desert exhaust system. If I had my time again, I wouldn't modify the exhaust. It does sound a lot cooler, the car, because the FJs have 4 cats on them, so they're very quiet from standard. But I didn't really notice too much of improved fuel economy or performance. It just sounds a lot cooler. The FJ Cruiser itself runs the diff breathers. So that's there. The front front diff breathers there. There's 2 of them. And there's 2 at the very back. I can't really get it with the camera. But they are for the transmission and the transfer case. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. I'll do a little clip of that a bit later and sort of show you that. So the only mod I've done for the breathers are these breathers here. So that's for the rear locker and the rear diff. I just ran that all the way to the back. The only other thing I hasn't mentioned is, I guess, the bash plates. I run ARB bash plates. They're really, really strong. Got the 2 compliance plates there. That's one for the GVM upgrade there, 10% I got, and then that is for the long range fuel tank. So yeah, no tune, but I could be looking for a tune in the future, just because I'm keep on getting problems with my the engine alarms from that Bow Desert exhaust from the cats. All right, I'm back at home, just back in the garage. I just realised I missed a few items on the engine bay rundown. I found the breathers for the transmission and transfer case. They're sort of at the back of the engine bay. They're right at the back here. I don't know if you can see that. They're sort of like, oh, it's got a light there, but my fingers are just touching them, like through there. See my finger moving there? It's just there. So that's the transfer case, and there's another one there. It's a transmission. So they're up high also, and that's factory. Like I said before, the front diff ones are easy. I've had to rerun or just run the rear locker and rear diff. Also, got a transmission cooler from Wholesale Automatics. So I just fitted that myself. I noticed when I was especially towing on the sand with the small camper trailer, it's only small, but I was sending the overheating the transmission and having the light come on. So I'm pretty sure that light for any FJ owners or maybe for any Toto owners, that light comes on at 150 degrees. So it's sort of killing your transmission if that comes on. So as soon as I added that, fitted it myself, then I just got the transmission serviced. It added an extra litre of capacity of transmission fluid, and the scan tool, it doesn't really, this is trying really hot, like that's low range driving in boggy sand for like maybe an hour, like in real bad conditions, it might get up to 110. But yeah, definitely stop that light coming on. But anyway, back to Rob in the field. All right, so I just thought I'd do a bit of comparison of the two cars because a lot of people seem to compare the two. This is a 2009 short wheelbase Pardo SX. So the 3-litre diesel, we did a bit of a measure with it with the wheelbase. So the FJ is actually 180 mil longer in the wheelbase, and it's about 170 mil longer and about 120 mil wider. So it's just a little bit wider and longer in every way. But yeah, they're definitely a different car, different chassis. The wheelbase is definitely different. So he's only just got it, so he's going to sort of do a lot of changes to it. So I'll do a rig rundown on this later on when he's sort of got it and he's happy with it. But yeah, you don't see too many around the short wheelbase Parados. You have to say the FJ Cruisers are more common than these. All right, we're back in the garage again. I just thought I'd share with you further issues I've had with my Bow Desert exhaust system since doing the episode 4 trip. I'll just take you around to the driver's side here. So I've had the driver's side catalytic converter develop a bit of a rattle. Just put the microphone and the camera right in there, see if you can hear it. So it's that cat right there. You can get that on the microphone, but that rattling sound, metallic sort of rattling metallic sort of sound. Yeah, that's the honeycomb material of the catalytic converter just falling apart. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with that exhaust. I've had nothing but troubles with it. The flex joint failed. They replaced that under warranty. Now the catalytic converter failed. And now it's always had engine alarms. So I am dealing with Bow Desert, and they're not the best communicators, but we'll see what happens if they are going to warrant it or not, because it's been a bit of an uphill battle with them at the moment, but I'll keep you posted on that. Righto guys, that concludes the Red Rig rundown. Hope you enjoyed it, and always please like and subscribe to the channel.